What is up, One Pride, fellow Lions YouTubers, and anybody else watching this video? This is RachelMarieSports, and today's video was going to be to recap Sunday's win against the Atlanta Falcons, but right before this video started, I saw the news about the Lions trading for defensive end Everson Griffen with the Cowboys. I'll give you my quick thoughts on that so that we can kind of hit two birds with one stone here. I just think this is pretty low risk with potentially a very high reward. We have been begging for better pass rush on this team. This is a four-time Pro Bowl defensive end who already had 2.5 sacks and 18 pressures on the season with the Dallas Cowboys. And I think many of you would have given more than a sixth for him prior to the start of the season. So I can't help but feel like it's a little bit of a steal. I'm excited to see what they do with him. And I've got to say, I love the irony that because of COVID protocols, Everson Griffen can't actually be on the field with the Lions until 2 Sundays from now. And our opponents that day will be none other than the Minnesota Vikings. So it'll be good to see him maybe knocking Kirk Cousins on his butt and not Stafford for a change. All that to be said, definitely leave your comments about Everson Griffen and what you think of this trade in the comments under this video. And make sure you interact with me on Twitter at the tag @RachelMarieSports. Twitter is going crazy right now with this news, so let's talk about it. I'm going to go ahead and move on to my little recap of our win Sunday against the Atlanta Falcons. I had us winning by 1. We ended up winning by 1. I was just a few numbers off in that prediction. However, it is so nice to see an ending like that go our way for a change. It's been a hot minute since we've seen something like it. I was so excited to see Matthew Stafford playing the way we were all hoping he would start the season playing. I think, I won't say it for a fact, but I think he's coming back. I think he's starting to heat up along with the rest of this team. And gosh, nobody runs a 2-minute drill better than Matty Ice, the true Matty Ice. If you guys haven't seen some of the players' Instagrams and their stories, the Matthew Stafford face on the white pimp outfit, it's been killing me all week. I love it. Thank you, Matthew Stafford, for giving us all one of the most thrilling finishes we've seen in a long time. I think with the rise of Matthew Stafford's play, we saw a little bit in the decline of the running backs, but I do want to note that Kerryon Johnson was actually incredible with his blocking and picking up blocks in the run game and in pass protection. So we got to give credit where credit is due. Hawkinson, obviously, there at the end gave us a little bit of a scare when he didn't get out of bounds. We all were going to blame him for sure if we lost that game. I know a lot of Lions fans like to point fingers like that, but not only did he make up for it, but he made up for it in a miracle fashion with that catch to win the game with the throw from Matthew Stafford in the end zone there, and then Matt Prater with his wonderful 48-yard extra point. So every Lions fan had something to scream about there in the end. Marvin Jones, thank you for using him in the passing game again. He's been pretty quiet this year, but let me tell you, he didn't have as many touchdowns last season for no reason. It's nice to see him being used in the play calling a little bit more, and boy did he have a game. 5 receptions for 80 yards. On the other side of the field, you have Kenny Golladay, who that catch, I think you all know the catch that I'm talking about. It was very, very Calvin Johnson of him. Not to say that the two are the same, but we have not seen many amazing catches like this one since Megatron left. And Kenny Golladay was just an absolute pleasure to watch on the field on Sunday. That catch had me losing my absolute mind. Defensively speaking, I think it's time to start considering whether or not this front four is actually really good against the run. They held Atlanta to only 2.5 yards per carry. A little bit of help on the run game, actually, from the secondary. Jeff Okudah, Amani Oruwariye actually caught Gurley a couple times that he tried to turn it outside. So it was nice to see them there, albeit Atlanta has a couple fantastic wide receivers. So this secondary and the corners did tend to struggle in zone once again. But we have to give it to Romeo Okwara. He's actually been coming off the end and putting the pressure on the quarterbacks, recording another awesome sack this game. Trey Flowers was back there for the strip fumble sack. So overall, with the addition of Everson Griffen, what are we thinking, you guys? This could be big, but I know on paper is a lot different from on the field, so I will bite my tongue. Let's see how it goes once Everson's out there with them, and let's see how this unit continues on with the season. Jack Fox, another great game for him. He did have one touchback, but he put a few of his other punts nicely within the 20, kind of like he's been doing the rest of the season. So happy to see consistency there. And as always, Prater with the boot for that 48-yard extra point to win it. You got to love him for that. Now let me know your thoughts on this game, you guys. Please comment those below as well. Interact with me on Twitter. The tag is @RachelMarieSports. And the guys and I will be talking about the Everson Griffen trade and this past Sunday's game tonight on the DSA Roundtable. That's going to be on Luke G's Field Review channel. That'll be at 8 o'clock, so you guys tune in for that. And definitely follow along on my other forms of social media. Just search for Rachel Marie Sports on either Instagram or Facebook. Definitely make sure that you're subscribed. Hit that little notification bell so you can see when new videos come out. And as always, one pride.